Welcome back. You've joined us in the newsroom right here on ET Now. And the big story today, where US President Donald Trump has notified the additional 25% tariff on India. And the 50% tariff on India will come live from Wednesday at 9:31 a.m. Indian Standard Time. We will decode how the new levy will affect India's trade ecosystem and domestic market. And Snehi is now joining us to do exactly that for us. Snehi, take it away.
Well, yes. So first up, let's understand what the impact of these additional 25% tariff could be on some of the sectors that stand to be the most impacted. So sectorally, let's talk about them one by one. First up, electronics. 14.3% of India's total export to the US is made up by electronics alone. So that translates to roughly $11 billion of trade that India carries out with US by exporting electronics. So some stocks from this sector like Dixon Tech, PG Electroplast, Amber Enterprises could be in focus and could stand to be impacted. Next up, gems and jewelry also in focus. 12.8% of India's total export pie is made up by gems and jewelry alone. That's roughly $10 billion of trade annually with the US. So you actually have names like Web of Global, Rajesh Exports that stand to be hit the most. Moving away from that, pharma as of now and refined petroleum products, both of them are exempted from tax from these tariffs right now. So we'll talk about them when we have some more clarity on both of these sectors. But nuclear reactors, machine parts and machinery overall. So these are also some spaces to watch out for, and that also makes up roughly 8% of India's total export pie and $6.2 billion of trade carried out annually with the US. So watch out for this space as well. Moving on from that then, refined petroleum products, like we mentioned earlier, exempt from tariffs as of now, but iron and steel products, they make up almost 3.5% of India's total export pie to the US, to the tune of $3 billion of trade carried out when it comes to iron and steel products. So watch out for some of these metal counters, especially the ones that are specializing in iron and steel. Tata Steel, Jindal Steel, JSW Steel, all of these counters could be in focus. Next up, textile articles. A big impact is what we had seen when the first and the second round of tariffs are announced. So textile and organic chemicals were some of the sectors that were impacted the most. 3.5% of total export pie coming in from textile articles to the tune of $2.8 billion. So Gokuldas exports, Vardhaman fashions. You have lots of textile stocks that could also be in focus, like Welspun Enterprises and Trident too. And lastly, let's also talk about some other sectors that could be in focus. That's auto and auto components, non-knitted apparels, as well as organic chemicals. Anywhere between 3 and 3.5% of the export pie each they make up to our export to the US. Anywhere between $2 and $2.5 billion of trade each. So lots of stocks coming in from the chemical space, from textiles, from auto anchors like Sona BLW, Motherson Sumi, Samil. All of these could stand to get affected as well. So watch out for all of these stocks, and all of these sectors could be the first in the line of impact when it comes to this additional 25% tariff imposition.
Several stocks and